Thank you for tuning in once again to the 30-Day Mental Diet. Today we are at day 6 of the 30-Day Mental Diet. Day 6, let's go right in. Our topic today, you have great possibilities. And the subheading on today's lesson says there are unlimited resources within you. What a statement. There are unlimited resources within you. Let's read on. Let's go into the introduction. Now that you realize that life holds nothing against you, that it is depriving you of nothing, it would naturally follow that all of it is available to you. What you are is an expression of infinite intelligence, partaking of its nature and creativity. So wherein does your responsibility lie? It would appear that infinite possibilities are available to you, but the stumbling block is that they do not force themselves upon you. Rather, you have to discover them for yourself and avail yourself to them. So in today's introduction of day 6 of the 30-Day Mental Diet, there's an idea here. And what's being said here by Willis Kinar is that we, in the introduction, are an expression of the infinite intelligence, or we are an expression of God. Think about that now. You are an expression of God. Not only are you an expression of God, but you're partaking in the creativity of God. God only does one thing. He creates. That's it. And he creates, and then he creates, and then he creates. That's why he's called the great creator. Now, God has made you in his image or her image, whichever you want to say, in his likeness. So that means you too are a creator. So what are you doing? Are you going out every day and creating happiness for yourself? Let's move on. Now, in this paragraph that says you have unlimited potentials, it said something quite interesting. Let me read the whole highlight. It would appear that infinite possibilities are available to you, but the stumbling block is that they do not force themselves upon you. Rather, you have to discover them for yourself and avail yourself of them. Now, this is interesting. So, infinite possibilities, infinite ideas are available to you, but the universe will not force you. You have free will. They will not force. They are there to be discovered. And later on, we're going to talk about how you discover these things. Because some people might say, well, I'm not that creative. I'm not a great artist. I don't have a creative mind. Everyone has a creative mind. The reason why I know this, and you should know this, is because it says right here that you are created in the Creator's image and in the Creator's likeness. So if you are made in the image and the likeness of the great Creator, that means you are creative. So how do you discover the creative things if they are not forced upon you? You discover these things through meditation. When you meditate and observe the world, observe the thoughts that come across your mind, you will see all the limitless possibilities that are available to you. Many times we are stuck just looking at one thing, and there's unlimited possibilities, but we're stuck in the physical looking at this thing. In the physical, when if we close our eyes, once you close your physical eye, your third eye, your infinite eye, can create infinite possibilities. So let me just elaborate on what was just said. Let's say there's something in front of you that you do not like. Let's say it is lack. Let's say it's you want to lose weight. You don't like what you see. You must first create a vision in your mind of abundance. You must first create a vision in your mind of yourself in great shape before it can manifest in the physical. And if you keep looking at the circumstances in the physical where you are right now without turning within and look at the infinite possibilities, you will never see it. And even though the possibilities are there, they will not force themselves on you. If you have a bank account with billions of dollars, but you do not know it's there. It's there. Billions of dollars are there with your name on it. The account is in your name, but you don't know it's there. You will not avail yourself to it. And what we're saying is there's infinite possibilities in the universe, and you need to close your physical eye and look at the eye of God, at the possibilities for your life. Let's move on. Right now I'm reading the same Your Unlimited Potential. You have possibly made but little use of the full capacities you already recognize as being within you, let alone tap the largest resource which is always available and which you may use only when you come to know it is there. Just like I said before, you will use the money that you have in the bank, the billions of dollars with your name on it, only if you know it's there. But if you don't know it's there, then you won't go to the bank and draw on the resources. Let's move on. You are your greatest enemy. In the middle of the paragraph, it says, you have probably been so busy placing limitations on your self-expression and experience in life that you have been unable to enjoy that which you already have, let alone experience a greater degree of livingness. You have let your thoughts dwell on the things you don't want rather on what you do want, with the results that you have experienced what you feared the most. Interesting statement. You have let your mind dwell on the things that you don't want, instead of letting your mind dwell on the things you do want. Let's say you're driving an old car and it's kind of beat up. And you say, I really don't want this car. But right now, I can't see the resources to buy a new car. The first thing you have to do is turn your thinking away from the car that you do not want. And every time you're driving your car and walking up to your car, picture in your mind yourself in that new car that you want. Write it out on a piece of paper. Put it on a vision board. And while you're driving the old clunker, or like my kids say, the old hoopty, you're imagining that this is an expensive luxury car or truck or whatever that you desire to drive. Take your eyes off of the things that you want. And I'm not only your physical eye, but turn your spiritual eye to the thing that you desire. And this is the stumbling block that we put in front of us. Let's go on. And let me go on a little bit. Let me elaborate a little bit more on that statement. At the end of that statement, it said that you have experienced what you feared the most. You have experienced what you feared the most. In the book of Job, Job was a wealthy man and he lost everything. And he lost his family and he lost his health. And one of the things that Job said in that book is that the thing I feared have come upon me. Right here, I want you to understand, I spoke to you about closing your physical eye, turning into your spiritual eye. But when you are in fear, when you fear a thing, what you're doing, you're visualizing the negative. You hear what I said? Whenever you fear a thing, fear a situation, anything you fear, it's using your power to create in the negative, to bring negative situations that you don't want. That's what fear is you dwelling, your thoughts dwelling on the negative that you don't want. And we said here, turn your eyes away from the thing that you don't want and focus on what you do want. Let's move forward. You need to recognize that there is no limitation to the way you may think, and that there is no question but that your thought is creative in and of your experience in accord with the action through law. That's right. God has natural laws in the universe. And the laws said that the things that we dwell upon in our mind, we create. Let's move forward. Free yourself. I'm at the chapter, the paragraph that says free yourself. You must learn to stop limiting yourself and start to use to the fullest the abilities and capabilities you already know you have. Then will come the time when you may reach down into the bottomless reservoir of the infinite within you, where lies limitless possibilities. So within you, within your mind, there is unlimited possibilities. Within you is all the happiness, all the health, all the love, all the prosperity that you can think of. Any good thing that you can think of is within you, because within you is the kingdom of God. If you read in the scriptures, the Christ said in one of his parables that people are looking to the sky for the kingdom of heaven. They're looking here and they're searching there. They're looking at signs and wonders. They might be looking at, at statues. They're looking here and there for God. And he said, look within you. Behold, the kingdom of God is within you. And the kingdom of God is unlimited possibilities within you. Let's move forward. Infinite mind has placed no restrictions or limitation on your thought. It could not, unless it would limit itself. This the infinite cannot do. The creativity of your thought is the key to your experience. Wow. Wow. This is a really strong statement, and I want you to think about it really. God cannot place any limitations on you, because if he placed limitations on you, That means he has placed limitations on himself. And why? Because he is within you. His mind is within you. His spirit is within you. And God is infinite. God's possibilities are infinite. The spirit is infinite. There is no beginning, there's no end. It's infinite. So because the Spirit of God is within you, and because God is infinite, anything is possible to you. Now you might hear this over and over in different religions, whether it be Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, whatever it is that you believe. Even motivational speakers say over and over that you have unlimited possibilities. And the reason why you have unlimited possibilities is because you are created in the image and the likeness of God. And I'm trying to hammer this to you so that you will resist the thought that I am just a man, I cannot do this. No. You have infinite possibilities. Everything is possible to you. Let's move on. You already are what you want to be. That is the paragraph that I'm starting. You have to free your thinking from all limitations you have imposed on it. Interesting statement that was made here. You have placed the limitations. God has not placed the limitations on your thinking. You have placed it. So if there's any limitations in your life right now, I want you to own it. I'm owning some right now as I read this. You have placed the limitation upon yourself through your thinking. So now you're being challenged to remove that limitation and think higher and create a new vision for yourself. I'm continuing reading. You have to free your thinking from all limitations you have imposed on it and realize that the limitless potential of good in the universe is accessible to you. Then you will be able to become the greater person you already are, but are not fully aware of yet. Wow. Wow. You are a child of God. You have infinite possibilities, but you haven't realized that. You are a child of the Creator with no limitations. Christ said that the works I do, you also will do, and greater works than these. And many people say one of the greatest men to ever walk the earth was Jesus Christ himself. And he said that the works he has done, you also shall do, and greater works than these. So that means even Christ see the unlimited possibilities in you. We have to create a higher vision of ourselves right now in this 30-day mental diet. Let's move forward. I'm going to read for you the area that says religion, and this is coming from Psalms 4:6. What is man that thou art mindful of him? Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet. Wow. God has put all things under your feet. You have dominion over this earth. Raise up your thoughts and your vision like a person that has dominion. Let us read the diet together. There ever lies within me the birthright, the privilege, and the obligation to discover in the depths of my own being the greater person I already am. I no longer limit myself in any respect from the finite source of all things. I accept and express greater health, all my creative endeavor, which is but the pressing forth through me of the divine urge to creativity, is now brought to fuller fruition. Ideas and inspirations flow in the endless stream from the one mind. Just as every thought in the mind of God is in its nature creative, so every idea that flows into my mind carries with it the power, the ways, and the means of its own accomplishment and fulfillment. In every aspect of my life, I accept, I now experience the continual dynamic flow of infinite possibility into tangible manifestation. I place no limitations on it. I raise no barriers to it. I let my mind freely roam the entire realm of all possible good, and know that as I think of and claim that good, it is mine. Beautiful diet. And one of the things you will hear me say on the 30-day mental diet, when you read the diet, there may be a sentence or a statement there that jumps off the page to you and resonates well with you. Or there may be something there that on the page that you need to accept, that you have not accepted, and you want to drive that idea into your subconscious mind. So when you do your daily affirmations, take that sentence or that statement and add it to your daily affirmations. And the more you repeat that from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind, the more you will be changed. The capsule supplement says, God is not limited, neither is his expression in and through me. I accept and experience in all ways the abundant flow of life's greater potential. Wonderful diet today, wonderful study, day 6 of the 30-day mental diet. I'm looking forward to hear your comments. Please, if you like this content, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. And like I said, the information is down in the description. Anything you'd like to know, you'd like to contact us, everything is there on the bottom. We'll see you again tomorrow on the 30-day mental diet.